Hi there. It's major TV news this afternoon, and I'm the Cali Griot. Major wanted me to report about a congresswoman by the name of Salazar. And Salazar is from Miami. Maria Salazar. She's from Miami. And she has been born in the United States, and she has immigrant parents from Cuba. So let me read to you what this says here for Fox News, and it's Brooke Singman who wrote this up, and the date is August the 31st. Salazar to roll out plan giving access to telecommunications abroad when internet access is shut down. And that sounds good, right? And so she's come together with some other people that are immigrants from Cuba, like Mario. So it says, American Freedom and Internet Access Act of 2021. On Tuesday, she preached this or introduced it. It's called Operation Starfall. And it would be using stratospheric balloons and satellite technology capable of delivering wireless internet anywhere on the planet, from the stratosphere or higher. The bill would require the Secretary of the Air Force, in consultation with the Chief of Space Operations, to develop this plan and being the person who implements the plan. Salazar's office says the bill is critical to protecting the safety and well-being of American citizens at home and abroad. The United States cannot stand by, this is what she says, I'm quoting, the United States cannot stand by when tyrants shut off the lights and when American security is at risk. A Salazar aide told Fox News, saying that Congress must act to ensure that we have clear strategy to deploy in the time of crisis. Okay, so this bill, according to the aide, would help both domestic and foreign functions, noting that the strategic plan would also be deployed in the United States in wakes of floods and hurricanes and tornadoes and natural disasters. And so this aid in technology said that they've used it in the past in Puerto Rico during Hurricane Maria. And it provided connectivity even in rural areas like in Kenya. So for countries like Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Salazar's office said that when they cut the internet access to their people, the United States should be ready to step in and provide one of the most basic necessities of the modern world: access to unfettered information through the internet. So, like I said, Marco Rubio, different ones from Florida, because that's kind of where they reside when they come from Cuba. And all that sounded real good, right? You got to watch this woman. Now, I don't know if you know too much about the right-wingers in South America, but they're like the right-wingers here. And I don't know if you know about the colorism in South America. They got colorism like black people do. The light-skinned ones don't get along with the dark-skinned ones. Now you have Afro-Cubans and Afro-Venezuelans, and they claim they're Afrocentrism. They claim it. It's near and dear to their hearts. And you have other ones that want to Americanize and be white and check that white on their census paper. All right, it's just like the guy that was trying to be that the United States was trying to put in as president in Venezuela. Okay, this is a right wing, and when you listen to her, really, she's trying to get stuff stirred up. Like they got stuff stirred up right here on January the 6th using the internet. Like they got stuff stirred up in the Middle East. What do they call that crisis? Oh, come on now, y'all. Help me think of it. Put it in the box down there if you remember. Basically, it was in the Middle. It was in the Middle East, and the Arab Spring. There it is, the Arab Spring. All these different things were supposedly started or set off by the internet. Now, listen what she got to say. See, she wants a revolution. She wants a revolution down there. Listen.
Good news is that right now, after 62 years, those people who have lost everything, their families, their food, medicine, Cubans have nothing. They're starving. And now they lost their fear. And that's why we see them, we have seen them for 7 days out into the streets. Thousands and thousands of Cubans facing torture, facing death, facing jail, anything. And now the United States needs to step up, and specifically President Biden needs to redress that historical betrayal that happened during Bay of Pigs. This is the moment when the Democratic administration, and I am a Republican congresswoman, but it doesn't matter. The Democrats have the historical duty right now to redress what happened in Bay of Pigs and say, yes, Cubans, we're with you. How? Well, by just turning on the internet. And why internet right now is the most urgent step? Because that way we'll embolden, we'll let the people of Cuba know that they're not alone and that they can go out back into the street, more and more people, and demand freedom. And then we will be watching, the whole world will be watching how they're treated, how they're tortured, how they're being beaten on the streets. And that will change everything because the Cubans lost the fear.
So that looks like the real reason that they want that internet. They want to start a revolution, a right-wing revolution. And why wouldn't Biden be for that? He's a right-winger. He's a right-winger. Don't forget that bird. One bird, left wing, right wing, same bird. So, she's talking Bay of Pigs. We almost had a nuclear war in the 1960s behind Cuba. Y'all keep an eye on this lady. I'm not trusting her. This is a Cali Grillo reporting for Major TV News. Keep an eye on her.